Scared my cat.
So, that's my review of Paranormal Activity 2. A lot of jump scares.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't even done it yet. What are you talking about?
Shut up, you're an introvert.
No, this is kind of late. Probably everyone else has already either seen it, or if they don't want to, hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
But still, we went and saw it, all of us together. We're supposed to have a bigger group together, which would have been a little more fun. But
This is the review for when it comes out on video.
yes, I will wait until it comes out to DVD. I guarantee you they give you no special features.
Yeah. I haven't seen the DVD for the first one. Did that have any special features or anything on it?
Not that I know of.
Like you just put it in?
Because it was like because it was just like something you put in, and it was supposed to be like a home movie.
Right.
So that kind of ruined the experience if you like. Oh, it had
it
had alternate endings.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
It shouldn't have had like a movie.
It had like
menu.
3 other alternate endings, which were all terrible, and I'm glad they went with the one they had.
What did they have?
You haven't seen the first one?
I've seen it, but like, what were the alternate endings?
Well, it was all the same kind of like deal about what happened. It was just the way that the girl, like in one of them, the girl came back out and like how did the first one? I can't remember.
She like just like kills the dude downstairs. You don't see it.
Yeah.
She comes back up, like looks at the camera, and then just like jumps at it, and that's it.
Well then I can't really remember the other ones. Then there were others, but they weren't that great. So the one they went with was good.
All right.
No, anyway, Paranormal Activity 2. Dude, it has the lady, the mom in that movie. Actually, it's the girl from another TV show that I had seen recently. Oh, have you ever seen that show? It was about the Jericho.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Never even heard of it.
She was in that show.
Oh.
And that's how I was like, hey, I recognize her. That's kind of...
Yeah, I guess the timeline for the movie was both before and after the first one. Mostly a prequel.
Yeah, and then like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes were like, the sequel. Like,
I thought it was really cool how they did that.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting how they mixed the 2 stories together.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same demon from the first movie that's haunting this family now.
It's coming in your windows, snatching your pool cleaners up.
Basically, yeah. It was kind of a big disappointment, actually. I think we'd all agree in that. The movie itself.
No.
You didn't?
I actually think it was better than the first one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you hadn't seen the first one and
I
you
haven't
just
seen
saw
the
that
first
one.
See, I think
And I just
that
saw that
this one is like all the potential that the first movie had. I think they delivered on in the second one, because like if they'd come out with this one first before, because like what you had said before was that it basically just kind of repeated a lot of stuff that was in the first one.
It didn't deliver anything new.
And I can kind of agree with that, but I think that the way that they did everything, the way that the first movie kind of did, they did it a lot better with this second.
Yeah, they just took it.
So if this one had come out first, there would be no question that this one would be the better one.
That's
because
true.
They just kind of ruined it with having the first one come out.
It had no originality to it.
Kind of, yeah. I just thought, but man, that scene, people that are watching the video of it after this review, I'm gonna spoil something for you. So spoilers ahead. There's a scene where the mom's like in the kitchen, just kind of like freaking out from the pot kept falling down.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh, dude, that was
so
intense. Like whatever, like the kitchen explodes.
Beware, it can cause seizures.
It was so crazy. Like what?
Every drawer just like blows open, all the doors,
and she's just
wide
like,
open. Everything flies everywhere.
Why would she stay in that room? I would have taken off running, but she took the time to close every door and cupboard before she went and got her husband.
Because it's a movie.
Exactly.
They do what they want in Hollywood.
Wait, what?
They don't. Like, before she went and got her husband, she was freaking out. But before she went and done that, she closed every drawer and she put everything back and she arranged the Tupperware and then closed all the cupboard doors. And I'm like, why don't you run?
Yeah, that was kind of something I was thinking. I was like, I would get the hell out of that house
I would not
immediately.
rearrange the cupboards.
And then I would show the husband the video of that happening because at that point he was still like skeptical about it.
Mm-hmm.
I did think that this movie was like funnier than the first one.
Yeah.
I liked the people more, except for like never mind.
Yeah.
I like the other girl.
Oh.
That's like the only thing
I've never seen it.
I would say that they did present.
She's very pretty.
Oh.
That is like the only thing new that they did pull into that movie was the kitchen exploding. And that's something I'm like, whoa, holy crap!
And
what was that?
Well, and like the mom being dragged down the stairs, that was creepy as hell.
That happened in the first one though. I think it was even more scary in the first one. Because like the first time I saw that happening, I just freaked the flip out. I was like, I felt like someone was just like pressing me down against my chair. But like the second time, I'm just like, I've seen it before, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
so I don't know.
Another part I was disappointed in is like I'm sort of why didn't they do this? Why were they dumb and did that? When they were playing with the Ouija board, when the first time it was stupid the boy was doing it, the second time when it actually started spelling out Hunter, it came out like Hunte. Couldn't they kind of piece it together and say, hey?
Well, she was all giggly at that point.
And he was just following it, you know. I don't know if he was paying attention to what it was spelling. He was just kind of like, holy crap, it's moving.
Well,
its own
like
direction.
Hunte, and why would you say it letters and not even think about what it spells? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like Hunt.
Movies are dumb.
Hunt, Heinz, barbecue sauce, I don't know. Teresa.
Buy more ketchup.
And fries.
Oh dear.
No, I both of them, I like for both like what they are.
I don't know. I think they should have done something completely new. Like I did
So
like
how
how they
so-
formatted the story.
Really?
Like how they put them together, but I don't know. Just the fact that it was the same demon. I don't know. I was hoping for like a completely new storyline. That movie was very unoriginal. Like they just stole a whole ton of even like the storyline from the first one, or like the plot.
Well, not really. I mean, like
not the storyline. So like the main nemesis. You know, they still got the same one. It wasn't anything new.
That's true, but I liked how they kind of kept it in line with like both of them.
But seriously, how it is for horror movies though. Like look at The Ring or The Grudge. It's the same thing. It's just different people.
I've never seen the sequel to either one of those.
Okay,
Usually the sequels suck.
The Grudge,
I liked the second one. Like
which one was the second one? The second one was really a lot about what happened with Bill Pullman's character, right? The dude who killed himself
in the family.
Yeah.
Well, that and it actually had to do more with like there was an elder woman living there, and then this woman from like a business had to come take care of her, and the Grudge didn't kill the woman, but it killed the girl instead, and like followed her home. But it's still like horror movies do that. They're not gonna change their evil.
Well, no, like Halloween.
Yeah.
They did that.
Really, I've never seen either.
Well, the first two Halloweens were all about that one first night in Halloween, and what was about Mike Myers going around killing everybody in town. But John Carpenter, was it John Carpenter who made that one?
I haven't seen.
No. His original idea was to make it like an anthology kind of thing, and each movie was supposed to be a different thing, like its own self-contained story, like based around something about Halloween or around that holiday or whatever, but it was supposed to be a different thing. It wasn't supposed to be Mike Myers every time. And the third one, which a lot of people give it a lot of flack because it doesn't have Mike Myers and it's not real Halloween, but it's completely different from the first two, and it's like a different story, and it's actually about like some like a cult or whatever that's trying to get they're trying to do something about bringing back a witch or something like that, so they have like a bunch of kids, and it's creepy. Because I've seen about half of that movie, I think, like because AMC re-shows it almost every other Halloween, but like they tell these kids, they give out these Halloween, it's a company that makes Halloween masks, and they tell these kids on Halloween they need to all put these masks on and watch this commercial for this thing, and whenever that happens, it's supposed to be like the perfect time where the moons and stars all align perfectly.
Does it melt it to their face or something?
Yeah, it melts their face, and like you see like snakes and spiders all start crawling out of the thing, and then pumpkin, like a lot of them were like pumpkin heads or like skulls and stuff. And they start melting, and the kids like die basically.
Right.
And it was a creepy movie.
Yeah, well, and it's like Saw. All of the Saws are the same, only it's different forms of torture.
Yeah.
It's all the same plot line. Or like
I don't know what it was about the Saw movies though, but like for some reason just it was kind of the same with Paranormal Activity. They all like got woven in together.
Yeah.
Their storylines and stuff like that, even though it was like entirely convoluted.
Right.
it was still interesting to kind of see the way, like, oh, this got pointed into this, and this is all happening at the same time.
After this, I have a story to read you. It's short, but it's entertaining. Another really creepy movie. Have you guys ever heard of Plague Town? It's terrifying.
We need to go see. What's it about?
Basically, I don't want to say incest because that's like just a very big term. But no, basically there's like a town of people who are infected, and they don't want to be infected anymore, so they wait for newcomers to come in that aren't related to anyone in town to sleep with like one of the young women and make babies that aren't infected and send them out of the world. But like any females that come in, they kill brutally.
Yeah.
Or if like a guy says, I don't want to be here, I don't want to do this, they'll kill him. And I don't know what about it, it's terrifying. Like there's a girl with like no eyes, and she just has on like bandages and then eyes painted on it, and it's gross.
Have you heard of this movie? It's called The Entity.
The Entity?
It's an older movie.
Paranormal Entity?
No, it's just
The Entity?
The Entity.
Because we have Paranormal
It's
I want to see that. I heard it was absolutely freaky.
This one, I watched it the other night. I think it was actually on Halloween night because I had heard someone else talking about it. And it's creepy, dude. It's about this lady, and it's based off a true story, I think. Which there are actually the legends about. They're called incubuses, which are basically rape ghosts.
Yeah.
And so the movie's like about this lady who's like being attacked by this rape ghost, this incubus, and like she's trying to get help and stuff like that. But it's creepy because the way they shot it, like you can see like a ghost is like nothing's there, but somebody's like holding her down, and she's like all freaking out and stuff, and like you could see like hand presses like all over her body and stuff like that, like that aren't really there.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then like a bunch of scientists are like trying to get in and like trying to capture this ghost by using like freezing technology. It doesn't really make sense, but
Right.
But yeah, it's creepy. But no, we need to go see that movie. We need to find where that is playing. I think you can get it on demand somewhere. That movie Monsters that you showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
That looks awesome.
But no, anyway, so having what we said about Paranormal Activity 2, with what you said, how would you think that, because the way they ended it, there could be like a third one. And definitely because like these movies cost so little to make.
It's insane.
Like they cost like $2 to make these movies basically, and so everything is just basically profit. So how would you go about making the third Paranormal Activity then?
The third
what would
one.
you do differently?
I've never seen the first. Is there like a little boy being stolen in the first one too?
No.
The whole first one is basically just that couple.
It's just those two.
Oh. Okay.
And then like she starts like getting possessed by the demon or whatever.
Isn't the demon all about stealing the first male born in the family?
Well, that's
what I understand. Like it was all about like this demon, because there's like the whole plot of number 2 was like their grandma had made a pact with this demon. I don't remember what it was for.
To be rich.
Yeah, to be rich and wealthy and stuff. And the only thing was the demon would take the firstborn son down the line.
Yeah.
Well, all the way down the line there wasn't any sons until this one right here, this hunter, and it's like the demon's trying to steal this little boy, and like 3/4 of the way into the movie, they talk to their nanny who's Mexican, who obviously knows how to deal with demons, and they send
all Mexican nannies know how to
obviously.
Don't forget that. In your life.
As long as you don't fire them whenever stuff starts going down.
No, if you bring them back when in time to save your child, it's okay.
Obviously they didn't though, so.
They did.
What?
They brought the nanny
like a
back.
month.
Yeah, but it didn't save him.
Well,
For like
in
a
the
month.
end. Anyway,
Go ahead.
so they do this enchantment spell thingamabob, and they get the demon sent to her sister instead of the lady that was possessing there, and that her sister is the one from the other movie. And then that's when that story takes place, is when they sent it over to her. The demon possesses, her, they fail utterly. That lady then comes back, the lady from the first movie, her sister, and kills the entire family. No, kills the mom. Kills her sister.
It kills the dad.
Yeah, snaps his
Was
neck.
it the dad? It was the dad. I couldn't remember. Okay,
Yeah.
It was the mom and the dad.
We'll
that
have
she
to
killed.
come back real quick.
Oh, yeah, we're
We're
getting
in a
really
long
close
time.
to the limit.